Welcome to part 70 of Marriland's Pokemon Diamond Adventure. We're here. We're finally at the last gym in Sinnoh, the very last one. It's the Sunyshore Gym, and in here, in case you couldn't quite tell by that beaming electricity over there, it's an electric-type gym. Now, what's the puzzle here? Well, look at this. Alright, there's this little panel thing, and you step on it, and it makes the gears rotate. Now, it's actually pretty cool. So you need to figure out, okay, how do I get these to line up? Well, this one's pretty simple, actually. You just walk on it and then go over to the other one. But, you know, you just play around and whatnot. And it gets a little more tricky later on. But we'll find that out in the next room. Right now, we gotta beat this little girl in a Pokemon match. So, what's she gonna send out? She's gonna send out a Pachirisu. Because it's an electric type. And why not, right? Okay, let's see. Send out Marriland here. Give it a nice close combat just because I don't really want to be messing around with it. I think I could probably do more harm than I could. Oh, wow, it didn't even knock it out. Of course, then again, it is even at a higher level than me. Ow, Super Fang. That actually, it halves your hit points. Pretty annoying, actually. Probably the worst thing it could have done to me. Of course, it didn't really affect, the close combat, you know, where my defense is lowered. It wasn't really affected by that, so that's a good thing. Let's see. Yeah, that is one problem here. The trainers here, they like to use level 40, mid-40s for their Pokemon. So my little team of Pokemon here, they might actually have some trouble. Not saying, you know, it will, but it might. So ideally you'd want to be around level 45, 46 maybe. Maybe higher if you're using less than 5 Pokemon. I mean, I'm using 5, so that experience, it has to be split amongst a whole bunch of different Pokemon. But if you're just using like 1 or 2, you'll have a lot easier of a time, I think. But, okay, so here's a Luxio. Again, level 44, but I'm part ground type, so I should be able to take some of its hits. You know, it doesn't have the luxury of using any electric type attacks on me, so that's good. I can hit it with Mud Bomb. Always good for some fun. Wow, and look at that. It even got the one-hit KO on it. Pretty nice, I'd say. A whole ton of experience from it, too. So that's a good thing. This dude's not getting an encore, that's for sure. Although I'd love to give him an encore because I could love some more experience. Well, let's see. That gear there isn't going to work. So what do we do? Well, we got to turn this thing around. Yep, just keep hitting it. And now that it's like that, well, okay, now we can't get over there. But how do we get over there? Well, you walk across the other gear on the other side. And then there's this trainer here that you have to fight. And they say it's the toughest gym in Sinnoh, and that's why they go here to learn the best tactics. Well, okay, why wouldn't anyone do that? I mean, wow, if this place is the best in Sinnoh, gee, why do they even bother to have the rest of the gyms? Of course, then again, I guess if it is like the Orberg gym, which had like, what, 2 people in it? Poor Rourke. I feel sorry for him. He didn't have a lot of people under his belt. Oh, no, Energy Ball. That's not good. That'll make those little noobs back in Orberg scream, ah, one-hit KO! How unfortunate. Of course, I was quadruple weak to it, but it's just still so much of a pain getting hit with Energy Ball, of all things. Man, I didn't even see that coming. That was pretty... man, ow. That's not fun. You are not fun. You are not a fun Mr. Mime. And actually, I should have been even really more leery, because I guess it could have used Energy Ball on Gojira, too, and that would have hurt for a lot. Instead, it decided to be gracious and use Thunderbolt, although I'd hardly call doing almost half of my hit points gracious. But I guess I'll put up with it. So, okay, I use Assurance on it, and I actually get the one-hit KO. That's pretty surprising. For some reason, I thought a Mr. Mime would have a little bit more defense, even if it is super effective against it. It's not a very powerful attack, Assurance. It only has, like, a power of 60 or something like that. So, I did avenge Astro, at least, and this dude says, "You're tough." Yeah, well... it only cost me Astro, so I think I'm gonna dash back to the Pokemon Center rather than try to heal up my Pokemon. If I dash back there really quick, it'll just save me on potions in the long run, and it's just a good thing. So I'm going to speed this up at super speed, and then run back. Right back to where I was. Yep, there we go. I'm not even cutting it out. I just wanted to speed it up so it's so fast. Makes your brains go like, whoa, so fast! So here's another Pikachu trainer. Right here. Really hardcore Pikachu trainer with Pikachu suit and everything. And 4, count them, 4 Pokemon. And, I bet they're all Pikachus, right? It'd be a pretty solid guess. But fortunately, Astro likes playing with Pikachus. Especially Pikachus that like to use Feint, Get that free hit on there, because I'm not going to be using Protect. I don't know why I need to be using Protect in-game. They don't even have anything like slacking or stuff like that. I mean, it's a good move in, like, Wi-Fi fights, but no. And even then, Feint's a pretty bad move. Why would it even think of doing something like that? Why? It should be ashamed of itself. So here's another Pikachu at level 41, because, the other one just, I don't know, wasn't sufficient or anything. She wanted to have a few Pikachus just in case. Gee, I don't know. Why do people have multiple of a Pokemon? I mean, like, all these trainers in the game, they like to have, like, 2 Geodudes or 2 Machops. I mean, 1 is really all you need, especially if they have exactly the same attacks. And they're the same level. And they get knocked out with the same attack just as easily as the last one. Yep, here's another Pikachu. Surprise! It's also level 41. And it's also using Feint. So far, they haven't even bothered to attack me. Like, really? They're just using Agility and Feint. I mean, what? Okay, if, you don't want to win, that's fine by me, but maybe you shouldn't be in a gym like this, which apparently is the best gym in Sinnoh that everyone needs to know how it works. Of course, it is the best gym in Sinnoh. What am I talking about? It has the highest levels, that's for sure. But gee, except this trainer has, like, the worst tactics in the world, and I'm missing a whole ton, too. Like, you had the opportunity to do so much more. Unless maybe, like, I guess those are the only 2 attacks that it has that could actually affect Astro. I mean, if it has, like, Thunderbolt and Thunder Wave or something, remember, I'm part ground. It can't even do that against me. I'm completely immune, so maybe that's the case. I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about it. Point is, Astro just completely owned those Pikachus. It's like so badly. Okay, so you go in here, and this is the last room you need to go in, but there's a lot more to it. So here's a guitarist, and he's actually a little tricky, I guess. Good old Lonnie, he's got a Raichu, which I don't know. I don't remember if you've seen one yet. I think you probably have, but regardless, it's at a pretty high level 44. He uses Slam on me, and it doesn't hit that hard, but I missed with Mud Bomb. And what the heck? That's not fun. I mean, I know I don't have the greatest accuracy in the world with Mud Bomb, but come on. Alright, so I finally hit it, and it doesn't one-hit KO it, so that's kind of unfortunate. Raichu has an alright amount of special defense, surprisingly enough, and I miss again. I mean, it misses with Slam too, so I can't really complain, but man, it's just not fun. I don't like to miss that often. Alright, so let's hit it with a good old Mud Bomb and really show it who's boss. Yeah, there we go. Lonnie. My skills seem to let me down. He's out of tune, that dude. Yep, he is. Now, let's see. You can go on here, but you know what? I think I want to heal up my Pokemon first. Because, there's a few fights left, and gee, I'm just compulsive like that. So, go back, heal your Pokemon, make your way all the way back to where you were, and then we will continue this in the next episode.